Valve has permanently deleted open qualifiers from the new major qualification system. That means that you can no longer grab 4 of your buddies and try to qualify for the major against some of the best teams across the world. Now they are shifting to a different type of system, and today I want to walk you through what that is and kind of the community feedback from that and what that means for us going forward as competitors, fans, and just across the board, how it looks like Valve is kind of shaping out to use this new system, and we'll see where we get. But first, before we get into that, I do have to give you a message from the sponsor of today's video.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, KOJO. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description.
Alright, so let's take a look at these changes. So open qualifiers removed and raft of major rulebook changes here on hltv.org. And yeah, so essentially with this perfect world major, this is going to be in Shanghai, China. There's some giant changes being implemented. So like I said, you can no longer directly qualify through open qualifiers. That was the beauty of Counter-Strike in the past, was anybody could make it. If you show up, if you play good CS, you have the chance to make the major from the ground to being nobodies, right? You don't have to have a name. You could just literally play good CS and make it. So that's going away, but there is some good news. There is a silver lining, because with these changes, you still can qualify. It's not like it's closed off and there's only a certain amount of teams that can make it, but now you have to have regional standings. So there will be no more RMR invites going to attendees of previous major elimination stage. All RMR invites will be decided on Valve's regional standings or closed qualifiers, right? So closed qualifier teams will be decided by regional standings, right? Except if it is not practical to fill all standings, whatever. But yeah, so in practice, this means no open qualifiers in Europe, North America, or South America. If you read this carefully, this means that you can still make it with your squad of dudes, if you're with your people, with your team. It just now incentivizes you to stick with a squad and play with the same people so that you can play in events throughout the year to build up points, right? Now, there is a very big flaw with this that we'll get into, because the Valve's regional standings really prioritize money and prize pool, right? So what this does, it creates a unique situation where it places ESL Impact teams, which are the female teams, above ECL teams, which are male professional teams at the highest level in North America. For the most part, male teams. I think, yeah, all of them are male teams. But anyways, it creates these little scenarios where it puts teams above other teams where they really shouldn't be, and it makes it really not the best system. So I hope that they make some changes on that, because going on based on purely prize money is not optimal for finding out what teams actually should be ranked where. So I don't know, I hope they make some changes with that. And also, they changed the slots, so now Europe has different slots. Now America has 7, Asia has 3, Europe has 6, blah blah, whatever. It's just interesting things. But overall, the community has reacted in interesting ways to this. So people made a petition, and we can click on it here, and it's got over 5,100 signatures to keep major open qualifiers. That's that's a lot of people. But at the end of the day, I don't think Valve cares. Valve makes decisions, and they don't really care what you're going to say. So at the end of the day, I'd be curious to see, how the community can kind of react around this. But at the end of the day, I don't think Valve is really going to care that much. And I just want to take a look here at the perfect world. The organizers of this event put out a little graphic. It just showcases all of the different ways to get here. So like I said, there's closed qualifiers for the Americas now. Europe, closed qualifiers. Asia, there is an open qualifier. So I think that's so funny that for this Chinese major, for this Asian major that we're having, we're keeping open qualifiers for Asia, but we're getting rid of open qualifiers for Europe and North America. How does that make sense? Like, someone make that make sense to me, because I don't understand that. If you're gonna get rid of open qualifiers, why are you keeping open qualifiers for South Africa, Middle East, Oceania, and China, and Asia, but you're getting rid of it for North America, South America, and Europe? That makes no sense to me. A really good change that I'd love to see, though, is now the RMR games or no longer played in the region, and they're actually going to be played directly in China. I think that is so cool, and that is one of the good changes behind that. But you might be asking, why is Valve doing this? Why do they feel the need to make such a drastic change like this, when the beauty of Counter-Strike was anybody could make it, no matter what your story was, what your background was? And it's because of all of these problems we've had in the past. And it's a classic case of, you have a small population of players that are ruining it for everybody, right? You have a small population of players that are cheating, trying to abuse the system, take advantage of people, and they ruin it for everyone. Editorial: CS2's open qualifier problem. And it goes on here, this article on HLTV outlines some of the problems with the qualifiers, including bad anti-cheat, which that's on the organizers end of things. If you're organizing a major open qualifier, you've got to have good anti-cheat. So it's actually embarrassing that in the past that we've used really bad anti-cheat. Sorry, Acros, I'm not trying to throw you in a bus, but your anti-cheat is not the best. Played against a lot of cheaters in those tournaments using Acros, and it's very hard to use. I hate it. And then also cheating accusations of several teams and players in European and Asian qualifiers. So guys, like, you know, I don't even blame Valve for this, because there's been some very suspicious stuff. There's been a lot of cheating, a lot of accusations out there, a lot of people that are very upset, and this is everyone's dream. And to have your dream ruined because a team is cheating in an open qualifier, and they might not get caught for, you know, a few rounds in, you can't replay those games. If they got caught cheating for 5 rounds, you can't go back and play every single game before then. It's just not possible. It ruins it for everybody, right? So, you know, it's a little sad. I wish that they would have done more things, like just, you know, having to provide documents, you know, just you know, some of these changes that are on here on this HLTV article would have been great. But instead, Valve decides, nope, community can't be trusted. We just got to have closed qualifiers, and that's it. So if you're mad, if you're upset, the only people you can blame here is the cheaters. Like, I promise you, blaming Valve's not gonna do anything. Blaming Perfect World's not gonna do anything. The cheaters are literally who are to blame for this. This wouldn't be a thing if all the community wasn't reacting like this. So it's very frustrating. It's sad for people like me. It doesn't affect me as much, because it's honestly, for the top teams in each region, it's not gonna be hard to make the open or the closed qualifiers, right? What it's really gonna hurt is those advanced teams. You know, those teams that always are right on the cusp, might have some good runs. It's gonna hurt teams that form just before the qualifier. Like, dude, now it matters so much. Like, if you join a super team, if Liquid is formed like 3 weeks before the closed qualifier, I mean, how are they going to qualify? Are they just going to get a free invite? I don't think so. So you're going to see a lot of teams forced to keep their rosters together longer. So that's actually probably a good thing. But yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think. Regardless, thank you guys so much for the support. Our YouTube channel has been popping off. We'll go ahead and check it out here. We are so close to 20K subs. By the time you're watching this, we probably hit it. So I can't thank you guys enough. If you want to support me, go over to twitch.tv/KojimaCS. I'm live pretty much every single weekday, playing live, giving you guys some good content. You'll see me rage, see me have a good time, and yeah, you can just hang out and chill with me. So yeah, appreciate all you guys. Keep grinding. Good luck with the cheaters, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.